this is all the stuff that I have planned for November. Long regular videos, which are the purple videos, and then I have to do all of the pink videos this weekend. So while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to be actually doing some behind the scene work on my content. So I have my little content cards. This is my business content, different colors, right? So all together next month looks like that. But I still got to go and fill it in so I can put like exactly like beside it what it's supposed to be, because the original one has that, but I changed the days and stuff, so I gotta fill it all the way in, like this side. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yasharika, and in today's video we're gonna talk a little bit about the realistic side of being a full-time content creator at home. So let me give you a little bit of the baseline, but before I do that, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm gonna be actually doing some behind the scene work on my content. So I have my little content cards, and so these help me stay organized on what type of videos I post on what days and what time. So right now I have them organized by platform. So, you know, for my personal brand, I have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. But for my business and my career, I have 9 different platforms. I really need to get organized with that because I have a lot going on for my business. But yeah, I keep these little cards so I can keep up mainly with the time. But I also have a content calendar that I use. I use Google Calendar as my content calendar. So this is all the stuff that I have planned for November. So next month, because it's currently the 23rd of October, so I am filming all of November's video this week. So this is my last day of filming my long regular videos, which are the purple videos, and then I have to do all of the pink videos this weekend. So I have so much to do. Again, that is just for my personal brand. That does not include, you know, my business content. So really quick, this is my business content, different colors, right? So all together next month looks like that. Okay, so I have a lot going on, I have a lot to do. And so when I am doing this at home, let me move my laptop, get my little board to write on. I have all these colorful pens, so I'll be using that. So I'm gonna need a whole new pack of cards. I feel like I should. Okay, I'll do that then. All right, but I got me some flashcards, so I'm getting ready to start with that. But yeah, you guys, filming at home. In fact, let me go back to where I was. First of all, let me address like me being a full-time content creator. So now when I talk about my brand and my business, right? So my personal brand is like this channel here, you know, this is my personal vibe, you know, just me, my life, right? So I have this YouTube channel, and then I have my personal accounts for Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. And so what I do now, right? Before I was just going to base it off of just what I do, like doing content, making content, and my business career, which I work in the real estate field. So originally I was just going to focus on, I just wanted to focus on me working in a way, doing more like work from home type of content. But now since people are liking the cozy vibe, I'm trying to do, you know, some extra things. I'm trying to add some extra things besides me like doing my work. So yeah, so that's my personal brand. My personal brand, I'm doing what I do as a content creator. So now what I'm doing is more home vibes, you know, homebody videos, homegirl, work from home, those type of videos. Those are what I do on this channel. And then for my business career, I do things related. I have videos and posts related to, you know, actual real estate stuff. So those are that. So that's my brand and my business. So I have my personal brand and then my business career, right? So I have those, and so that's why I consider myself a full-time content creator, because while I'm working at home, like I have to promote myself, you know, I have to promote myself, I have to promote my business, my services, you know, all the stuff that I do. So I have to do that through content because I'm not out and about, you know, I'm not working at any type of office or anything like that. So it's like, this is how I promote myself, you know? So that's why I consider myself a full-time content creator, because I got to get my content out before I can start, you know, working with clients. You know, they got to get to know me. So that's why I got to get all this content together and stuff like that. So I always say that I'm a content creator first, because even if I'm working with the client, you know, eventually that deal is going to be done, and you know, I have to continue to push myself and, you know, get myself out there if I want to work with more clients. You know, I don't want to be working with one client and then, you know, that deal is done. It's like, now, okay, now that it's over, now let's see if I can get another client. Like, no, I gotta, you know, keep it coming, keep it going. So that's the vibe for that. So let me get this organized first, because I have no idea what I'm trying to do right now. So let me get this organized and I'll be right back on. Okay, guys, so now that I'm back, now that I got everything organized, let's talk about pros and cons, all right? So we're gonna start with the pros, all right? So I have mainly, the pros are more a physical thing. So that's more about like the setting of filming from home. Now I'm a natural homebody, you know. I'm used to being home all the time. Now when I was younger, I was like very shy, so I didn't used to like want to go anywhere, which I still really don't, but it's different now. Like then it used to be because I was shy, you know, and I was nervous and stuff like that, you know, around like other people. But now I don't like going nowhere because, I mean, I'm just comfortable at home, you know, where I know the vibe, I know where everything is, you know. I can put the temperature at what I want to, you know, have the temperature on, all those type of things, you know. The lighting, I love the lighting. I love natural sunlight, so that's what I got right now. I don't have any of the lights on in my room, just my windows. I have two big windows in my room, so I like to keep my blinds and curtains open. For that, love natural sunlight. So I love to film at home and just have my natural sunlight vibe going on when I'm doing my videos. You know, so because sometimes you go places and, you know, the lighting don't be right. So you could be at, you know, a coffee shop or a library or, you know, wherever people are filming at, and it's not always, you know, the best environment. People are making a lot of noise. Now you can have that at home as well, because I am going to get to that, because that is one of the cons. But, you know, I like filming at home because it's like, it's my home, it's my personal space. And so, you know, there's more things that I can do at home. Sort of. That's another con as well. That's kind of like a pro and a con. But, you know, yeah, there are more things that I can do at home because I have more room, more space, more, you know, control over the environment. So I do like it for that reason. So yeah, so those are some of the pros I like about it. Now let's talk a little bit about the cons, and then some of the things that's, you know, kind of wishy-washy. But the cons are more related to content related overall. So I mentioned like noise, right? So others interfering can affect, you know, your videos and whatnot and whatever you're filming. So when I'm filming videos, it's easier, okay, right? If I had to cough, it's easier for me to just take that out of my video, because if I'm coughing, I'm not talking. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm gonna be trying to talk to y'all while I'm coughing. So if I'm coughing, you know, okay, once I'm done, then I'll pick up where I left off, right? I can do that. But, you know, so when I'm editing, the part where I was coughing at, I could easily cut that out, you know, and then just move on with the video, with the editing and whatnot. But that's a little bit harder to do when other people are involved, because I could be talking, and if somebody else is coughing, now it's like I have to repeat what I said because they were coughing over me talking. So, you know, sometimes that can interfere with the video and the editing. And again, yeah, you have to kind of repeat what you said. And yeah, sometimes that happens a little more than you would like or expected. But, you know, so that's if you are, you know, filming at home and you live with other people. And so for me, I live with my grandmother, and yeah, you know, it doesn't happen, you know, often all the time, because most of the time, like when I'm filming, I film early in the morning while she's still asleep. So, you know, it's nice and quiet. But other than that, it's not that bad. Now, my little brother, whole different story. So he usually comes every other weekend, unless it's like, you know, spring break or something and he's with us for a longer period of time. But yeah, he's here like every other weekend usually. And I wouldn't dare film one regular like long YouTube video with him here. Could not do it. He is so loud. He's 9, but when he turns on his video games and he's playing with his friends, he is so loud on them games. You know, he just, as soon as he gets here, you got to plug in that PS5 and it's just wild. It gets wild. So it's like, I know better than to even try to film a YouTube video with him here, because I know it's going to be noisy and it ain't worth having to edit so much, you know. So I don't even try to do that. If he's here, if I'm filming anything and he's here, it's the only option the only option I would have would be to film like a short, like a YouTube short, or, you know, the videos that I post, which my YouTube shorts are the same things that I post on my Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. So I would film those type of videos. If I'm filming something like that in my room, I'll do that because I don't need noise for that. You know, I'm going to put an audio or something over it, unless I purposely try to do it as a ASMR, which I really don't do much of those. But, you know, if I know I'm doing a short video and I don't need, you know, the actual audio or sound, then I can do stuff like that with him here. But other than that, my long, regular YouTube videos, and I know I'm going to be talking, I don't try to do those with him here. So, yeah. But that can be a con. That can be a con if you're home and you got a lot of people and you know your people and you know they can be rowdy and loud and whatnot. Then I don't know, some way you're gonna have to work around that, you know. But another con could be if you're like, if you're, let's say, like just starting out and you're doing everything yourself, that can be, it could be a con because it's a lot more work. It's a lot more work to do. Like I always talk about, for me, I talk about how I plan my videos, then I have to film my videos, then I have to edit them, then I have to get them scheduled. And before I can really get them scheduled, I have to make sure that I have everything ready in terms of title, captions, descriptions, tags, hashtags, SEO keywords, and all those type of things. I have to make sure those are ready to go before I can get them scheduled. So when you're doing all of that stuff yourself, it takes up a lot more time, you know. So sometimes that can be a con. Some people, you know, they have a social media team, you know, people that they are paying to handle some of that stuff. But most people do it on their own. But I mean, if you really are a full-time content creator, then it's probably not going to be as bad as somebody who is, you know, doing something else. But as of right now, like I said, as of right now, for me, I am a full-time content creator because I'm not, you know, I just launched my new real estate service, so I'm still trying to get my content and stuff organized with that so I can get that up and running and on autopilot before I really start, you know, bringing in clients to work with and stuff like that. But right now, you know, I'm doing all of this, and so it does take up a lot of time, because even now, it's like I have a lot of work to do because, all right, so I showed y'all how my schedule is looking for the month of November, which this video is coming out towards like the end of November. So, but, you know, right now it's still October, but you see how full I got that. And right now I'm trying to film everything that I need for that month in this 1 week. Now, I may be ahead, like I'm ahead in terms of planning and filming, but I still won't be as ahead when it comes to editing and scheduling, because see, I have something else that I'm doing, right? So if I have my business, I have my real estate business, which means that's more content that I have to do. I'm doing like twice the work because I got my personal brand stuff over here and then my business career over there. So I have to film. I'm filming a week worth of content, a month worth of content this week, but this is just for my personal brand, right? And then I have my business career stuff. I have to film those next week. If I didn't have that, you know, if I didn't have this business career, then all next week I could have been scheduling and I could have been done with November and already starting by November. I would already be filming December, but it's not going to work like that for me because I have something else. So it's just but you know, nowadays anyway, a lot of people, you know, they're looking for more than one income, you know, and that's what I'm doing, because I spent a lot of money a lot of money and a lot of time, and like time education wise and all that type of stuff, getting my career together, getting my real estate license, and continuing that, renewing that. I have to renew that license every 2 years. And so yeah, I spend a lot of time on that. So it's like, yeah, I'm not willing to, you know, throw it away and put that on the back burner. I still want to use that as a source of income. So, you know, if you're doing multiple things, you know, it can be a little hard. Like even doing, you know, content at home, even though I'm at home and I can, you know, pick up this camera and film anytime, it's not always like that, because it's other things that I have to do, other things I have to work on. Now, everybody may not have, you know, a separate business. It may be, you know, a regular 9-to-5. It may be them as, you know, as a partner. So, you know, you could be a wife or a husband, or, you know, a mother or a father if I have men watching. But, you know, it's always something else you got to do. So it's always something else. But at the same time, like, it's just, it has its pros and its cons, you know. That's what I'm saying. It has its pros and its cons, and you just gotta go with it at the end of the day. But, you know, it really depends on, you know, you as an individual. It depends on your life and whatnot. Because, see, with me, like, I stay with my grandmother, and we go out. We don't go out, like, a whole lot. But, you know, there are times that we do go out, and we get home late or whatnot. So, you know, some of the things that I may have had planned don't always get done. Like right now, we're supposed to be getting ready. We're supposed to be going out to the grocery store, doing a little bit of grocery shopping. But right now, she just ate and she's full, and she's taking a nap. So this is something that's going to be later than expected. So I don't know, because I have another video that I want to film today. So I don't know if I'm going to film this before we leave, or if I'm going to come back and film it. But if I come back and film it, I want to put this same outfit back on. And so that's going to rearrange, you know, my schedule for the night. Am I going to come home, am I going to come home, take my shower, and, you know, chill for the rest of the night? Or am I gonna have to come home, change my clothes, film the video, and then, you know, take my shower and chill for the rest of the night? You know, just simple things like that could change at any moment. So you know, you just gotta be aware of your own lifestyle and whatnot. Just be aware of that. And I ain't the right one. I go with that. So who's the one to go for this? This is this one here. Okay, but yeah, y'all. So that's how I'm seeing it. That's how I'm looking at it right now. Now, it could get better. For sure it can get better, you know. But then, you know, sometimes the more I do it, the easier to, you know, get for me. The more, you know, because I'm constantly trying out different things, different strategies and whatnot. So I got to figure out, you know, what's best for me in order to keep everything up and running. But right now, the best thing for me is to do it ahead of time. That's why I'm doing a whole month worth of content within 1 week. That's the best way for me to do it if I'm going to be doing this and my, you know, my brand. If I'm going to manage my brand and my business, this is the best way for me to do it, because there were times where I was filming videos the day before, the day of, like, so this is one of the best ways for me to stay ahead, you know, in terms of planning and filming. But I still got to figure out a way for me to stay ahead when it comes to editing and scheduling them out. Because even though I'm a month ahead right now, like by the time I'm done editing and scheduling, I'll probably only be really 2 weeks ahead instead of that full month that I was trying to do. So I still gotta figure that out, y'all. But other than that, those are my only real pros and cons as of right now. But I still gotta, you know, figure things out, because I feel like I could work a little bit around, you know, the cons that I'm currently having. So yeah, I just gotta figure out the best way to do it, because there's different ways, you know, to go about it. But I just gotta figure out the best ways for me, the best way to keep everything settled. But I'm gonna work on that, you guys. And next month, you know, I be on ChatGPT. I be on there asking her all kind of stuff. So she has a lot of good ideas. Well, she had this idea, right? Since I'm trying to keep all this cozy vibe and whatnot, she had a good idea for me to do, like, she had like this 3-2-1 type of vibe going on, and she was like, I should do 3 cozy things within the video, 2 like productive things in the video. See, y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all heard that. She's in there yarning. I think she's about to get up now. But, you know, I'm not even gonna edit that out. But any other time, yeah, I would probably have to edit that out, repeat what I said, like I said. But nah, I ain't gonna do that for this video. But yeah, she was like 3. I'm gonna have to repeat it anyway, because I don't forgot what I said. But yeah, she was saying to do 3 cozy vibes, 2 productive vibes, and 1 or something else. I don't even remember. But I know I'm gonna do that for December's content. So December's content, I'm gonna be, you know, switching it up, trying to do a little more, trying to do a little different. I didn't really have time to do that for these videos, for November's videos, because I had already planned that stuff ahead of time, like I've been trying to do this time and trying to, you know, stay ahead of the game. So all these videos were already planned out, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do them, get them filmed. But by December, things should be getting better. Every month I'm growing, I'm doing something new, doing something different. You know, as far as my content, the title of my videos, the thumbnails of my videos, I'm trying to, you know, switch it up, do something different, do something more, you know, for you guys, for my audience. So y'all, this is literally all I got done was like the front, like, you know. So for this one, it says organized by platform. So this one says organized by day, and then I put like the days, but I still got to go and fill it in so I can put like exactly like beside it what it's supposed to be, because the original one has that, but I changed the days and stuff, so I gotta fill it all the way in like this side. But y'all, that's all I got done. This whole video, that's all I got done. Because I was really more focused on explaining what I needed to explain from this video. But I'll finish that, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Because I got one more video to do today. So I gotta see about that. But that is it. That is all that I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one.